What up, y'all? Look, now I know this is like the Hollywood. Oh wait, hold up, stop shaking. This is like the Hollywood intro. One of y'all said that. I don't remember who said this was like a Hollywood intro. Like, it's actually kind of fuzzy, no lie. But okay, the reason I'm doing this is because kind of like the screen that I recorded, like the background, it doesn't really move when I was like, because I'm reacting to an article. It wasn't like moving. I was like, okay. So when I got done editing it, it kind of just, it almost like it got stuck. It's like it got stuck at one part. I'm leaving it back there because you guys can read some of it, like most of it, until like a certain point, then it kind of like stops moving. But I have myself like covering it up too. You'll see with the green screen kind of deal. So just keep that in mind. That's why I'm giving you guys this right now. So when you're like, wait a minute, it's not really showing what you're talking about. Yeah, it kind of like stuck. But you'll still understand because I pretty much read through the entire thing. I got to work on my reading. So there you go. I'll see you guys later. This is the Hollywood intro, I guess. Is this what we call around in the streets? I don't know. Thank you for watching. Oh, wait, that's the end. I'll see you in the video. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm reacting to an article. As you guys can see, hold up, where am I? Stop. Wait, I might be over here. As you guys can see, we are reacting to analyst named Super Bowl winning head coach as fit for Lions. So we are talking about Mike McCarthy in this video. Now, this is not mine, okay? This is not my thought of who is the best coach for Lions available. But it is an article that's been written, so I wanted to react to it with you guys. It's also something that I've heard a lot. Like, I've heard tons of people come up to me, or not really come up to me, but just ask me electronically or internetally. Okay, I'm making up stuff now. Stop. But people ask me, hey, what about Mike McCarthy? And I really don't know, okay? But you know, Mike McCarthy, I'm not going to lie, like, automatically, the first thing I think of when I think of Mike McCarthy is Packers coach, and I'm like, ooh, you know, that kind of makes me a little bit sick to the stomach. Like, I don't know if I want that guy. Like, for Michigan, I wouldn't want Urban Meyer. Like, I know he might be, like, a good coach, but it's like, you know, he was with Ohio State, he doesn't like Michigan. I wouldn't want him here, and he probably wouldn't come there either. So, kind of similar here. Now, I'm not going to lie, if this dude came in and he started winning, I'd be like, yeah, I'm okay with this. You do you, man. I'm a Mike McCarthy fan all the way. But seriously, this isn't my thought. This isn't the guy that I'm like saying, oh yeah, this is the fit for the Lions. I just wanted to react to this because I've heard a lot about it and a lot of you guys are interested in it. So someone put together an article because apparently he was named, you know, like the fifth guy that the Lions, that he made named the fifth best fit the Lions are. The English is terrible around here, okay? I just ate some chicken. I'm not focused. Stop. Get into gear, boy. All right, here we go. It says the Detroit Lions haven't decided if they'll move on with Matt Patricia as of yet, but if they do, it'd be an interesting option. Could be on the market in Mike McCarthy. Now, we know that they have reportedly said they will bring him back for 2020. I wholeheartedly believe he's coming back for 2020. I don't believe it any other way. I really think he's coming back for 2020. Now, we know his first 2 years haven't been great, and then there's those people that just say, get the man out of here today. And there's those people like, yeah, you know what, I think we should give him a little bit more time. And I think he's coming back next year. Whether that's right or wrong, I think it's exactly what's going to happen. I'm not really even concerned. I know he's coming back. I almost can guarantee this dude's coming back this season, even if we finish 3-12-1, which again, oh, that just hurts my stomach. 3-12-1, guys. Come on, man. All right, it says McCarthy fired last year by the rival Packers. Spent 2019 on the sidelines waiting for his next opportunity. That could come in 2020. And while it's still too early to say the Lions are set to be one of the teams looking, hasn't stopped some from seeing the fit with the coach in the Motor City. Now, here's the thing about Mike McCarthy. He's won games, right? Like they said, he's won a Super Bowl. He's had really good seasons. He's also had some down seasons, and I know some people are like, well, you know, he had Aaron Rodgers. He can't have down seasons with Rodgers, which I understand because a lot of people make him out. Say this is Aaron Rodgers, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of people make Aaron Rodgers out to be like the GOAT, okay? My eyes, I'm opening them. He ain't the GOAT to nothing, okay? Let me just say that. He might be like the actress, you know what I'm saying? He might win a Grammy. I don't know. I don't know what the Grammy Award is. I think that's singing. Okay, I really need to get focused. So Aaron Rodgers is looked at as such a great quarterback. And if he is looked at the GOAT, if you don't win with this dude, all of a sudden, the thing is, oh, you're not winning with the GOAT, you aren't a good coach. I didn't mean to make that happen. I don't look at him as the GOAT. So for me personally, when I see, okay, he had a down season, I don't say, well, you failed with the GOAT because he ain't the GOAT to me, okay? That'd be like failing with Tom Brady. Well, that's the GOAT. And also Tom Brady's kind of old, so it'll be a little bit different there. Now, he hasn't had like completely terrible years, and I'm not saying like, oh, it's okay if he loses, but it's not okay if Patricia loses. No, let's just get through this. He says Cody Benjamin of CBS Sports put together a list of some teams that would make sense for McCarthy. Lions replaced at number 5, and apparently here's what he said. He said Matt Patricia's 9-19. Don't forget the and 1. Y'all all forget that. It's important. Okay, through his first 29 games running the show in Detroit, his specialty, the defense, doesn't look like anything special either. McCarthy, meanwhile, doesn't appear vindictive, when discussing his old team. But he was blindsided by Green Bay firing him last season. La Canfora? Okay, stop. These are some cool names. Reported in November, especially after delivering a Lombardi and more than 12 years of work to the Packers coaching, the Lions wouldn't just be about sticking it to Green Bay, though. It would be about returning to a division he knows through and through, falling into an offense with no short of already made weapons, Matthew Stafford, Kerryon Johnson, Kenny Galladay, we'll see about Kerryon, TJ Hockenson, more than that, y'all, Marvin Jones. This offense is loaded, so I think he'd be okay coming into this. I do like the point that he was in the North before. I know that's true, but I never really thought of it like that. That could be definitely an advantage. And also, let's not lie. Like, if he came in and we start beating the Packers, that'd be funny. Then he says, and giving the Lions a much-needed shot of winning experience. Okay. Then he says there is weaponry and ownership that it could appeal to McCarthy if the job was open. He also knows the lay of the land in the division, which would be a huge advantage he would bring. Now, the one thing I would say this is I think if Patricia goes, Bob Quinn goes. I think they're kind of like two guys that are like, I wouldn't say on a string, but they're like attached to each other, you know. I feel like they're kind of going with each other because if Matt Patricia goes, well, that's Bob Quinn's guy. I think they'll move on from him. I would be really surprised to see them move on from Patricia and not Bob Quinn. If they move on Bob Quinn and keep Patricia, then I'd be completely confuzzled. Like, I have no idea what the heck's going on. Here it says Mike McCarthy's resume. Okay, this is important. It says, if there's one team that knows all about McCarthy, can do on the field, it's the Lions. McCarthy tormented Detroit for years while coaching the Packers and was a routine winner in the North. I hated McCarthy. I ain't gonna lie. He helped to build the Green Bay roster to Super Bowl contention, and while he didn't get over the hump a second time, Lions fans will likely crave the type of stability he has seen during his time as a boss. McCarthy is a solid 135, 82-2. Now, the two main guys right now are Rivera and McCarthy. McCarthy definitely has a better resume, okay, as a boss in the NFL, and brings with him a Super Bowl ring, as well as 6 NFC North division titles out of 12 years with Packers. That's impressive. He also was 18-7 against the Lions. Ooh. Okay, so this is really interesting. Again, I'm not saying, hey, let's do this. I think Patricia's getting another year. I don't even think this is an option, but I know there are some of you out there that are like, look, I want to see McCarthy as the next coach. Like, that could be an option. So I do want to react to this real quick. And the real reason I do these reactions is less for me to just read about it. It's more for you guys to go in the comments and just kind of give your thoughts. Here's why I would do this and why not, so you guys can talk to each other. That's what this is all about. He says, perhaps the most complicated question of all is what happens with Patricia. A lot could depend on the Lions finish the season with all victories. I don't think it will. You know, I think it makes sense to look at victories. I don't think it will, though. I think this season's kind of, they've already thrown it out, in my opinion. All these IR stuff, I think they're like, look, we know where we are. We're almost playing for the pick at this point, basically. Next season, you're coming back. That's when we need to see a jump. Okay, I think that's my eyes what is happening. I don't know, though, for sure. That may not be true. He says Patricia helped the Lions stay in games for the most part in 2019, something which the Lions struggled with in 2018, which is definitely an improvement. I will give him that. But it has not gotten over a hump in closing. And that has been the tough part. We haven't been able to close games. And I think with Stafford, it was the defense. And after Stafford, it was more, honestly, of the offense. I mean, it was the defense for a little bit, then it kind of went to the offense. We've seen recently the Vikings game, the offense couldn't do anything. Doesn't really surprise me, though, when you're without Stafford, you're without all of these dudes. I mean, I'll give the offense credit, though, because I do say this a lot. The offense, through all of these injuries, kept it going. They kept it running. And really, until the last 2 weeks, the offense has put us kind of in a position to win all of our games, okay? Something along there, at least, you know, right to the end. And he says, after the debacle of this season, many still see Patricia as safe in 2020, bring a make-or-break year. That's exactly what I see. Exactly. Like, that's me speaking right there. I might have typed that in there. My bad. Hold up. Let me spell check this real quick. What am I doing? He says... He says, even still, there have been a few rumblings. His job could be on the line. If a move is made, McCarthy could be an interesting name for Lions, for fans to remember in the weeks ahead. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I wanted to bring this to you guys. Let me know in the comments, would you be down with Mike McCarthy? Now, let me just say this, because some people, like, they don't listen to, like, my thing, and then they go in the comments and they're like, oh, you want to get rid of him. Like, hold up, bro. I just said, and I'm going to say it again. I don't see this happening. I don't see Patricia on his way out. So better not go to comments and tell me and say like, oh, you think McCarthy's coming here? He ain't doing that. I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I think Patricia's going to be here in 2020. But this is interesting. We talked about Rivera. I'm going to give Mike McCarthy his shine. We're going to talk about McCarthy. I want you guys to go in the comments and leave your thoughts. Would you want him as an next head coach? I didn't like him because he was with the Packers. It's that simple. It's plain and simple to me. We'll see what happens. I am interested to hear your guys' takes. Would you want McCarthy as next head coach? It would be interesting. I don't think it'll happen. I see Matt Patricia here in 2020, and that, to me, is like a make or break year. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.